The only thing that really matters is the kind of relationship that we can form right now. I find that when I'm of the most help, those are the times when I am genuine, when I'm real. One word that I like to describe it is when I'm transparent, when it seems as though there is nothing hidden from this person that I'm working with. Whatever I'm experiencing is really known to me. It's open to me. I know what I'm feeling. And I would like for any feelings of mine that are really relevant to this relationship to be transparent in the relationship and to be known to the person I'm working with. As I work with individuals, gradually I come to care. I really come to care in regard to this person. And I'd like for that to show. Another feeling that certainly is very often real in me is one of compassion. And then one thing that is almost certain to be present in me is interest. And then I feel a desire to really understand them in a way that seems to catch their point of view. And I'd like that to show. But then suppose I have other feelings. Suppose I feel somewhat bored with this individual. Well, I'm not proud of it, but I'd like that to show too. The point is that I don't believe a therapist can be helpful to another person unless he can really be himself. And being himself means letting any of his real feelings be present in the relation. I want to be real and open within myself so that I communicate just one message. Now that may sound a little strange, but often we communicate more than one message, and that's very confusing. It may seem a little odd to you that I give so much stress to the therapist being real, even when his feelings are not those that he would be very proud of. I think perhaps I can illustrate the reason for that by telling you a story. There was a counselor in our staff who one day received a message that one of his children had been hurt. And naturally, he was greatly upset, and his first thought was that he would cancel the rest of his appointments for that day and go home and find out how serious the trouble was. And then he got to thinking about his next client. This was a client who came from a long distance, way out of town. And the counselor thought, I can't do that to him. He's come a long ways. I'll see this one person and then I'll go home. And so he had the client come in. He tried to listen to him. He tried to be sympathetic and understanding. But all the time his mind was really on his child and wondering how serious the accident had been. And the interview didn't go well. And finally, he realized this can't go on. So he said to the client, I'm very sorry. I keep trying to listen to you, but I really am not adequately paying attention to you today, and the reason is that my little boy has been hurt, and I don't know how bad it is, and I keep thinking about that all the time. And the client sat back in his chair and said, "Oh, it's you. I thought it was me."